It's Vicky with Mindful Minute, and today's reading is February 9th. It is called The Thing in the Way. We tend to make the thing in the way. We were up early, eager to walk the botanical gardens of Montreal, where they have the largest bonsai collection in the world outside of Asia. We strolled toward the Chinese temple garden, a lush yet simple retreat from the streets that cover acres, a place of renewal, originally constructed in the 1600s in China and moved stone by stone to Montreal in 1990. As we approached the massive gate, it was locked. I panicked, ready to demand entry after driving 400 miles from another country to see this. Robert calmly, like an Oriental sage himself, treated the situation as if it were a koan, a riddle to be entered until its very assumptions shifted. He began to walk the outer wall of the garden. It seemed insurmountable. I was frustrated. He kept walking slowly along the high wall. Since the garden stretched for acres, I wondered if we would have to walk its entire perimeter. The thought made me cranky. He kept strolling. Suddenly, when he had walked farther than was originally in our view, the walls disappeared. It turned out that the garden had no walls, save for the facade of its entrance. So we simply walked through the open grass to a path that welcomed us. How many thresholds that seem blocked or barred or locked only seem so from their initial viewing? How many opportunities for true living are barrier-free? If we can only remove ourselves and our minds from their traditional points of entry. So the activities are: center yourself and consider a barrier or threshold you are facing. Breathe slowly and relax your insistence. Stop beating the door down. Breathe evenly and circle the barrier or threshold with your spirit. Breathe patiently and see if there is another way in. And isn't it funny when those types of things happen? Sometimes I can relate to the frustration when you plan something, and that's the joke that I hear all the time. You know, you make plans for something, and then God has other plans, or higher power, the universe has other plans for you. And typically those plans are way better, and how much sweeter to be able to find that garden was open all along and that we didn't need to get stressed out or upset. But we can't help it. And getting stressed out and upset is something that is real. So we have, I don't deny it. I don't deny my feelings, but at the same time, I really do try to make a habit. I think when we try to make a habit of looking at things from another perspective, I think that is where the gold is, and not being completely certain that it's only one way. And the quote that I love that was up in the payroll office at one of my old jobs was 2 plus 2 equals 4, but so does 3 plus 1. There's a different way. You know, not everything has to be done the same way. And I think that for me is the lesson here is when I am so caught up in how it's supposed to be and what it looks like, and instead of being bigger with my mind and being open to a new way of thinking and a new way of being, and just kind of checking things out and exploring. I've been really honing in on the adventure of life lately and staying in that. And that's where, when I'm in that mode, I can be a whole lot more effective, more inspired, more loving, more kind, and more joyful. I laugh a lot more when I am not anticipating what things need to be, how things need to be, where I need to be, where, when, what. You know, it can be so exhausting. And when we come to find out that maybe there aren't any walls down the road a little bit. So I love that reading. I hope you have a beautiful day. Sign up for my mailing list If you'd like to get updates on what's happening with Awkward and Awesome Coaching, me, whatever's going on, I also have my website is vickyrudecoaching.com. I do outside sales coaching for women as well as personal development coaching. So if there's anything that you're interested in checking out, please do. vickyrude.com. I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful week. Thank you.